guys, if you like learning about trucks, modifying your trucks, and off-roading, click the subscribe button here to receive more content. Do you have to have a Toyota to like this site? No, you don't. A lot of these modifications will work for all trucks. So if you like trucks and off-roading, click right here. If you want to learn about modifying your truck and how those modifications work on your truck, click here. Thanks. This video is on the proper shock length on your second and third generation Toyota Tacoma. There's a lot of questions on what shock length to run. I have the Tacomas springs, leaf springs, the Old Man MU ARB. That's going to be a 2.5 to 3 inch lift in the back. With the 2.5 to 3 inch lift in the back, if you want to run the dunes or the desert, I think you should be running a 24-inch shock. 24-inch shock will give you, on a 9-inch shock, will give you 6 inches of down travel, 3 inches of up travel, which seems to work really good. For overlanding, or in rock crawling, maybe rock crawling, you might want to have a 25-inch shock. Then you're going to have 5 inches of down travel and 4 inches of up travel, but then when you put weight in the bed, you're probably going to be 50-50, right at 50-50. So I have a 24-inch shock, so I had to use with the dual speed adjusters. On a Tacoma, I had to go to a FJ Cruiser shock. But again, it's a 24-inch shock. You can see it's still dirty from winter. That gives me 6 inches of down travel. And then if you hit a 25-inch shock, that's going to lower that shock down. You're only going to have 5 inches of down travel. And then with your shock, you have to match that up to your bump stop. The 24-inch shock works with the stock bump stop. The stock bump stop will give you 5 inches of travel before the bump stop hits. And that gives you about an inch of travel, and the bump stop will compress about an inch before your shock bottoms out. That works perfect. This rubber bump stop will just come all the way down. Sometimes there'll be a little bit of a gap. I got it working. I think I have it valved just about perfect. If you're hitting your bump stop really hard, you probably have too soft a shock. Again, when you only have 9 inches of travel, your shocks have to be fairly stiff. If you have 12 or 14 inches of travel, you can have a soft zone in there and then have the shocks. But you could change the valving and give yourself a cushion of soft area. But with the 9 inches of travel, there's not a lot of leeway. You have to run them firm if you want to go fast. Else you're just going to run out of travel right away. Or you can't go that fast, or you got to go slow. Now if you have the overlanding shock, you go to a 25-inch shock, and you only have 5 inches of down travel, you're going to need a taller bump stop. You're going to have to reduce that space, that air gap, to 4 inches. 4 inches there, 5 inches here. You want an inch less at least at your bump stop. Depends on each bump stop's a little different. The factory ones, you only need to compress them about an inch. So with the 24-inch shock, with the Dakar leaf springs, stock factory bump stops, that's a good setup. That works really good for the dunes. Again, for overlanding, maybe you want your shock length to be 50-50. Then you would run like a 25-inch shock with the Dakar springs. So again, you have to match these up. The stock length Fox shocks with these dual speed adjusters are only 23, so that's too short, and you lose travel in there too. So those shocks don't work. I don't think they're going to work the best. So I went with the FJ, the 24-inch shock with the 9-inch stroke. And then that works with the stock bump stop. And that's my little video on shock length and your proper bump stop.